folks, good morning. Happy December and welcome to a cheat's way of approaching vlogmas, if you will. For any of those unfamiliar with the depths of YouTube culture, vlogmas is typically where you publish one vlog a day for every day up until Christmas. That's not what we're doing. We are instead going to be just vlogging every week of December, getting it into a nice, more kind of concise, decent quality bit of content instead of just whatever I'm doing or not doing in a day. So starting from today, I'm going to be taking you guys through what I'm eating, what we're getting up to at work, some kind of festive activities, friends coming to visit from other parts of the world, and hopefully it's just going to be a nice, wholesome little collection of vlogs for December 2025. Do forgive my voice for the first of these few days because a combination of a cold that has just ransacked my sinuses and the fact I was at a party shouting very much about the results of a beer pong match. Yesterday, it sounds as if, I don't know, someone else's voice is coming out of my face, basically. Christmas means almost constant deliveries for other people or for myself. A little Sephora order just arrived just for me. Updates of things that I use and love anyway. There is also a Christmas present in here that I cannot show. Just for any of the girlies watching who are interested in any kind of, you know, skincare, things like that. This is not the kind of main Sol de Janeiro perfume. The kind of normal one is that orangey one that smells like coconut, but this, oh my God, I love a sweet perfume. If you don't like sweet perfume, this is absolutely not for you. It smells, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like vanilla and cocoa butter. It is absolutely stunning. And despite the fact that I think I only paid like 28 for this, I think it's normally closer to 40, but compared to your, you know, your big designer perfumes that are like 100, even 200 euros, I get so many compliments on this, so many. Also the orange one as well, but this one especially, I'm just obsessed. My usual moisturiser, a much more kind of humble affair. I don't normally have to buy it all that often, but I've gone through so much of it, moisturising my poor, ravaged nose after this cold that I needed to stock up. It's Black Friday, so why not? And just some boring makeup remover, but this is one of those fun ones that you have to kind of mix. Yeah. Some free samples in here as well. We have this, which I'm guessing will be some kind of eye serum, and some perfume for her. Potentially the cutest way I've ever seen Clementine's package. The hair is somewhat giving Hagrid at the moment because I've just brushed it. Anyway, time to get dressed, make some lunch, and then go do potentially a lot of work in the kitchen today. To be seen. Folks, it's been a little while since we made some brownies. It's been at least a week since we did some baking in the kitchen at home also. I found this, which I still have to use up, which is a little bit of spicy dark chocolate with chili. And I'm thinking some kind of like spiced gingerbread brownies. That's the plan. If I have all the ingredients in the kitchen, because I have no desire to go to the supermarket today. Okay, brownies are cooling, and in the meantime I just had to run downstairs because something just arrived. And that is my lovely calendar by the lovely Mainly Breakfast. If you follow me at all on Instagram, you may have already seen that I repost at least once a month something from Mainly Breakfast. If you don't follow me, you should. You should also follow Mainly Breakfast. The lovely Emma is an artist who makes these gorgeous kind of seasonal eating designs, and is now kind of annually making these gorgeous calendars, which not only tells you what's in season in terms of fruit and a veg, but it comes with these beautiful illustrations. There's enough space to write things that are going on in the month and things like that, instead of just being, you know, photos on the wall. And it's just really cute. As you can see, I already have one at the moment. But yes, I had to get one for this year too, because it's just too pretty. There are also like recipes in the centerfold and stuff like that. While you're watching this, I imagine these might still be available. She does normally ship them out in December, but yeah, very, very cute. Happy to receive. As for the brownies, they are now out of the oven and they are smelling good. I really hope I put in enough ginger, because making spices or any flavour hold up against dark chocolate is always a challenge. But basically these brownies are very kind of similar to my standard brownie recipe, the one that I've been relying on for years and years and years now. So the ones I made today start off with chocolate and butter being melted until they're nice and smooth. I like to use dark chocolate, but you can easily use milk. You then mix together some eggs with some sugar. Doesn't need to be all kind of frothy and super light, just enough that they're all combined and the sugar starting to dissolve. And then all of your kind of dry ingredients separately, in this case being flour, salt. I used some vanilla powder, but you can use vanilla extract if you like. Ground ginger, ground cinnamon, and some white pepper. That gets all mixed together. You then mix the chocolate and butter into the eggs, and then the flour and all the other dry ingredients into everything else. I also added the chopped kind of chili chocolate, but you could also use some chopped like stem ginger or candied ginger in this. I think it would be really nice. And then whacked in the oven at 140 degrees for about 40 minutes. Low and slow, folks. I'll put the full recipe with all the ingredients and everything in the description box below and on Maverick Baking if they turn out well. As for this afternoon, I'm planning on having some lunch very soon and thinking about a little mooch around the shops later. I have a couple of bits and pieces I'd like to get in terms of like wrapping and preparing gifts, and maybe picking up some chocolate or some weird things to review this December for you folks. Let's see. We're back. I did spend a little bit more than expected on myself and on others and on stuff for content. Mostly on myself. Let's do a little haul. Starting with the chocolate and the generally edible things, got some of these Baci from Perugina. These are typically made just chocolate and hazelnut. There's also like a dark version, there's a coffee version, but these ones are limited edition and they have little orange crystals in them. I've heard good things, so I got just a pack of 3 just to try them. I got what I'm already predicting is the most useless collaboration of the year. These Richer Sport bars, one in milk chocolate and one in white, and Smarties inside. You can probably already guess what these taste like just by looking at them, but review for these coming very soon. Got some gift bags just to put some little small presents in. I like getting kind of reusable things where I can, whether those are boxes or little bags like these instead of always just wrapping paper. And this was only like €2 for these 4 little bags that people can then reuse for other people or for their own stuff. Got a lip balm from Kiko. This is actually quite difficult to get. I think it must be because it's quite popular. It's a tinted lip balm. It's only like €6, but it's basically, it looks like a gloss, but does all the good of a lip balm. Also, I'm gonna have to hold this up like this so you can see it. Nothing particularly special, but just this cute little kind of cropped dark brown jumper that was only 20 quid from Stradivarius. They also perfectly match this pair of joggers I got like 2 months ago if I wanted. And got a pair of platform boots today, folks, because they were 45 euros and they're stunning. I did that thing where I went around every other shop in the centre thinking, okay, if I still like the idea of them or if I'm still thinking about them before I leave, I will buy them. That's what happened, folks. They're gorgeous, super comfy because they're platform. I'm a sucker for anything platform, even platform flats. And these, you know, it's not an everyday heel, if you will. I don't live an everyday heel kind of life, but one of those things that looks more dressy and fancy than it is. And I like anything that makes me feel like someone's cool auntie from the 1970s, so we continue the vibe. Me being the absolute 10 out of 10 vlogger that I am, completely forgot to film anything from this morning's breakfast. One of my friends who I used to work with 100 million years ago back in Scotland, it has come to visit with his girlfriend, so we just had a lovely, very long, like 2.5 hour coffee and pastry breakfast there. Lovely moment, but I was so caught up in both pastry and catching up with everything that we haven't talked about in the long time that we haven't seen each other that I completely forgot to film any. Since then, I put washing on, I've cleaned the bathroom, and I'll still be going to work later. Feel free to post me my medal. I'm actually going to be starting work a little bit later today. I'm just going to be working the actual service instead of having prep time because all the prep has already been done. So shorter work day today, which we never complain about. And that's about it, folks. It's a lovely sunny day, still a little bit chilly. And I'm going to spend the time doing some editing for this very vlog, writing up, finally, that recipe that you saw from a couple of days ago, and then heading off to put in my hours. Let's go do that. Good morning, my loves. We are now officially 1 week into December. Do forgive the kind of damp hair as always. Today is a Sunday. It's also a day before a big kind of festive holiday here in Italy. So I am off to go and do a little bit of food shopping before heading to work, obviously. I have to say it's been a really nice way to start December. Having friends here this weekend. I have some drinks planned after work and things today, and another kind of day out maybe to another city tomorrow with folks who are coming to visit. It's been so nice. It's all feeling Christmassy and wholesome and lovely. Next week and next week's vlog, obviously, I imagine will be some kind of similar coziness, some baking, some more kind of gift shopping and gift wrapping, because I always like being prepared a little bit earlier than I should. Some time spent with some lovely people, and the week after it's time to get ready to go back home to hopefully not too snowy Scotland. So hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas, even this cheats edition so far, and can't wait to share some more with you.